only 3 men in US history have ever held a rank higher than a 5-star general. But why and how was the 6-star rank created? Well, in 1799, Congress attempted to elevate George Washington above all other generals. So on March 3rd, 1799, they stated that a commander of the Army of the United States shall be appointed and commissioned by the style of General of the Armies of the United States, and the present office and title of Lieutenant General shall therefore be abolished. However, President John Adams never officially promoted Washington to this rank, so since Washington died on December 14th, 1799, and the law expired just a few years later on March 16th, 1802, nothing really came of the rank. Washington officially died with the 3-star rank of Lieutenant General. So, the origin of the rank General of the Armies really began in 1919, with American General John J. Pershing, notably the only person to officially hold the rank during his lifetime. But why was it created? Well, during World War I, Pershing led the American Expeditionary Forces in Europe, being in command of over 2 million American troops. His exceptional leadership, organization, and command convinced many that he deserved a higher rank in order to honor his achievements. So Congress and the War Department elevated Pershing above the standard general officer ranks with Public Law 6645, stating that the office of General of the Armies of the United States is hereby revived. Rank and precedence over said officer is hereby repealed, provided that no more than one appointment to office shall be made under the terms of this act. Pershing had seniority over all other officers, even the 5-star generals during World War II, as Public Law 78482 stated. Nothing in this act shall affect the provisions of the Act of September 3rd, 1919. Or any other law relating to the office of General of the Armies of the United States. However, Pershing oddly wore 4 gold stars as his insignia instead of the standard silver stars. Though since his rank is above a 5-star general, it is only logical to conclude it is in fact a 6-star rank, though of course it is not official insignia. The next person to be promoted to the rank was George Washington in 1976 for the bicentennial anniversary of the creation of the United States. This promotion was of course made posthumously, since many felt that no one should ever outrank the father of the country. And in fact, Washington outranks the other 2 men on the list, even though they're technically the same rank. Washington has rank and precedence over all other grades of the Army, past or present. So Washington will always be the most senior general of the United States for all time. Lastly, there is Ulysses S. Grant, who has the most confusing series of ranks. You see, due to Grant's exceptional leadership during the Civil War, he was promoted to the rank General of the Army in 1866, the highest rank at the time, which was 4 stars. However, this is also the name of the 5-star rank used during World War II, given to people such as Eisenhower and MacArthur. But that is not even the end of the complications, since in 1924, the Comptroller General of the United States ruled that Grant's rank, titled General of the Army, was actually the same as Washington's intended rank in 1799. They stated, "It thus appears that the office of General was first created in 1799 by the title of General of the Armies of the United States, and that it was again revived in 1919 by the title of General of the Armies of the United States. That it is one and the same office, that of General, is unquestioned." Meaning Pershing's rank, General of the Armies, that was derived from 1799, was one of the same as Grant's rank, General of the Army. So even though the 5-star generals in World War II held the title rank General of the Army, it is different from Grant's. It is still unclear why exactly the names are different. And, to make this even more confusing, 2 other men were promoted to the same rank Grant held in the 1800s, William T. Sherman and Philip Sheridan. So the obvious question is whether those 2 men are also on the same level as Washington, Grant, and Pershing. But either way, in 2024, General Ulysses S. Grant was officially given the 6-star rank General of the Armies, placing him in the same rank as George Washington and John J. Pershing. Though, as I explained before, Pershing and Grant are technically outranked by Washington.